Good day, everyone. Welcome to Pilar and Friends. Just from the intro, you would have guessed this week's episode. Our Delivery Don and Diva, one for dishes and the other for desserts. These are very talented people. Yes, I believe so. Anyone who can whip a good meal, well, that is something to be thankful to God for. We too have featured guests today who will share their very own stories within this COVID-19 pandemic. Friends, meet Chef June Ragas. Kumusta na, June? I-share sa atong mga kaigsuunan ang nagian nimo katong istorya nako. Kamong chuchi, yung wife who is assisting you now in your endeavor.
Salamat kayo mga Pilar nga imo akong feature. Og sa akong kaagi dito sa Seychelles being a chef, balik ko unong katuig dito unya sa katapusan akong kontrata, katuig nga kontrata, naaghat ako sa pagbalik tungod kay ang akong anak si Ninya na-diagnose man sa leukemia. Ug gikan niadto akong maayo akong trabaho, maayo akong performance ug nisulti ko sa company nga doon ako problema sa Pilipinas. Ug salamat kayo kay ila akong treat sa pagtubag nga kung unsay imong problema sa Pilipinas, sulti o ila akong gipa-advance nga sweldo balik 5 months. O niadto akong gipadaang kwarta dayon sa akong asawa sa Pilipinas kaya ang akong anak nga si Ninya na confine man sa hospital kay gikan sa leukemia, gisaw man sa pulmonya ug sukad niadto nipas-awi gyud ang akong anak bisag giunsan akong siyabag mankamot nga masurvive ang iyang kinabuhi apan nakabsan gyud.
That's so difficult, no, June?
Pagkahuman adto after 3 months wala na ko damha nga niadto ko sa Cagayan, gikuha ko dito as a chef also in the hotel.
So na-stroke man to ka, June, di ba? Sa Cagayan de Oro. So what happened? How did you get back to Cebu?
After 1 month, wala ko damha nga giatake ko anang pag-alas 2 sa kadlawon. Mild stroke. Pag-alas 2 sa kadlawon, pagkabuntag na ko, nisulti nila nga na-stroke ko o gi-emergency dayon ko, gikuha ko ambulance. O niya, kaloy sa Ginoo, nagpasalamat ko sa akong naamo kay buutan kayo o gibutang ko sa private nga hospital o ang pangalan niya si Sir Miko Tan o ang iyang mama, Ma'am Jo o Sir Bong o ang tanang pamilya niya. Unya, pag humatugit, admit ko sa hospital sa private na kwarto. Pagkaumang giingnan ko nga ayaw ka blaka kay tabangan ka na mo. Nga after 3 weeks gikan sa pagka-hospital, gipauli ko ug niingon ang doktor nga pwede ka na ma-discharge ug si kaso ni Sir Miko ang akong gipuy-an, giprovidean ko sa tanan kay niyon ang doktor nga inig-uli nako nga kinanan mayo ang lugar og bugnaw ang imong kwarto kay gikan ka na mild stroke o giprovidean ko tanan na Sir Miko ang akong amo boss sa Cagayan. Pagkahuman adto nag-DCQ ni quarantine ko 14 days sa Cagayan. Una ako nakakuha og travel pass.
Yan naabtan pag yun ka sa lockdown. So what happened after you recovered from the stroke?
Pagkahuman sa travel pass o quarantine, naisiyuhan ko og travel pass, midulikyat ko sakay sa barko nga kauban sa akong kauban sa Tagsibo nga ang gi-provide ni Sir Miko pagbantay kanako 24 hours sa ospital. May akong kauban pa doon dito sa Cebu. Nga pag-abot na ako sa Cebu, niingon akong wife, ni-decide sab siya nga, uy, na-paralyze naman ka, so wa na tayo income, ane.
Pero blessed man gihapon ka, June. Because some people, it would take a longer time.
So, nag-decide ko nga mahimo og gamay nga kitchen sa among balay. Separate kitchen. Kaya aron mag hina-hina lang magluto sa take-away og mga order sa gawas para nga adun na kami income para sad nga adun na kamintihin sa akong mga tambal kada adlaw. Human niadto mo na nga nagsugod na sa among negosyo. Inabagan sa akong mga amigo, ilamin na si Sir Miko nga mo'y naghatag ka na puhunan o ikaduha sa nalipay sa kung nako kay gipaskwila niya akong anak as nursing sa bilis, i-provide na niya tanan. Ug nagpasalamat sa ko sa akong asawa nga si Mrs. Ragas nga 100% support gid siya sa akong negosyo. Ug mao na nga daghang salamat ni Ma'am Pilar Pilapil may tungod sa akong kahimtang nining panahon na. Daghan kayong salamat.
Thank you to June for your time and inspiring story. And so, after a good meal, we must have our dessert. Our featured dessert delivery diva is Mary Joy Tabal, a famous marathoner whom I must say makes the most mouth-watering muffins. Welcome, Mary Joy, to Pilar and Friends.
Thank you, Miss Pilar, for featuring us. This is exciting. When Ate Jen messaged me about a short feature, and with you, I said yes. Thanks also to Ate Jen.
Thank you very much for your time, Mary Joy. Please tell us, how did you start this? You were a famous marathoner before. So, how did you get into baking? How did you start making desserts and muffins and all of that? Did you study this? Or it just a passion? It's just a hobby for you?
My kitchen started on June 21, Father's Day. I dreamed about my papa who passed away in 2017 before opening Queen Mary's Kitchen. And he has been my inspiration. My papa was a very good cook, and I was beside him when I was young. He taught me a lot in the kitchen, so when I bake, I always think of my papa. I used to run hundreds of kilometers outdoors, and I was confined indoors like everyone else starting March. I prayed a lot, like every night, praying of something that would divert my worries, my overthinking, because I always want to be productive. Then I realized that I needed to be creative and think of something that I love and have control of. I believe that whatever we feed will grow. Opening my kitchen 3 months ago has given me so much joy, especially during these trying times. Switching from my home gym to my kitchen, then to other stops, make my day pass by swiftly. Passion for sports and passion for baking made me feel so accomplished. And I never thought that I could be this productive, especially during this time of crisis. It really makes me feel happy because not only that I love baking, I am also earning while enjoying what I'm doing. It's also an achievement when you get the right recipe and you're able to give those who like it with joy. Though the work is draining because I don't only do the baking, I also work on the packaging, the logo, the designing, the Facebook postings, the promos. But it's all worth it when someone tells me that it's lami or perfect ang sweetness, and when they do repeat orders and become a suki, I am overjoyed. I realized that even if our actions are limited to a certain place during this pandemic, we can still be positive. We just need to focus on the good, focus on self-improvements, focus on the things that you love, the things that makes you happy, because that's the only thing we can do now, helping ourselves to live one day at a time. And my biggest dream is to put up my own cafe, a place where I can display everything about my journey while you sip your coffee. You can roam around the shop and read my stories and the journey I've had while displaying my goodies. I want to start slow and keep learning along the way, for I know it'll be a long road ahead of me and my baking. But I promise to myself that I will put the same hard work and passion from running to baking. You have to love what you're cooking or baking and put your heart into it. Papa once told me that the perfect recipe is the one made of pure love and joy. Never been so happy to be this productive and grateful for the overwhelming trust, support, and love from everyone who has shared me with what the real joy is. This pandemic has caused my life to be quite the roller coaster. Forced me to slow down to a lot of things, but I never let fear take over. Words that I want to share from Justin Suwa is that you don't have to have it all figured out before you start. You figure it out by taking action. You stumble a lot, but that's part of the process. Get your hands dirty and learn along the way. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, certainly inspiring, Mary Joy. Thank you. Thank you. Now that you have met and have learned the inspiring stories of our Delivery Don and Diva, you may also want to think of how you can be an inspiration to others and start something on your own. Work on it, develop it, and achieve the success you want in life. We're sharing with you the mobile numbers of our two guests, and you can order away. It's been a short but sweet time with you again, friends. So we'll see you again next week for another inspiring episode. Frontline Fits. Have a great weekend ahead.